A newborn elephant calf flinches as dozens of insects swarm across her eyes, her ears, the soft folds of her trunk. She cannot see clearly, she cannot rest. And in the heat of the African savanna, that alone can be a matter of life and death. This is her first lesson in survival, and it has nothing to do with predators. 3 days old, and already she is losing a battle she doesn't understand. What she learns in the coming hours will shape how she survives for the next 60 years. Her mother tries to help. A slow sweep of the trunk brushes flies from the calf's face, but they return in seconds. She flaps her ears, hard and fast, again and again, sending dust into the air. The insects scatter, then regroup. The calf stumbles closer to her mother's legs, seeking shade, seeking stillness. It doesn't help. Grasshoppers and flies rise from the trampled grass with every step the herd takes, drawn to the moisture in the calves' eyes, the warmth of their skin. Trunks swat, tails swing. But nothing works, not for long. Nearby, a small white bird lifts off from the back of a grazing buffalo. This is the cattle egret, a bird that has followed grazing animals across Africa's grasslands for thousands of generations. She does not hunt in open fields, she hunts at their feet. Every step a large animal takes disturbs the grass. Every disturbed blade of grass releases something hidden, insects, fleeing for their lives. For the egret, a herd of elephants is not a threat. It is a moving buffet. She circles once, twice, then drops low, gliding just above the shoulder of an adult female. The elephants do not startle, they do not so much as glance up. This has happened 10,000 times before, in a partnership older than memory. The egret lands lightly on the calf's back. For a moment, stillness. The calf tenses, her mother's ear flares, watching, assessing. Then nothing happens, no harm comes. And slowly the calf's muscles relax. This is the lesson, not taught in words but in trust. Some things that come close are not threats. The egret gets to work immediately. She hops down along the calf's spine, sharp eyes scanning the ground stirred up by heavy feet. A grasshopper leaps, she's faster. One strike of her yellow beak, precise, practiced, gone. She moves to the calf's flank next, walking with the strange, stiff-legged confidence of a bird that knows exactly where it's safe to stand. Flies rise from the calf's damp hide. The egret snatches two in quick succession. Around her the herd keeps moving, and moving is the whole point. Every lumbering step from the adults kicks up more insects, more food. The egret barely has to search. She simply follows the chaos the elephants create, cleaning as she goes. Then a sharp trumpet from an older female. Heads rise, ears spread wide. Something moves in the tall grass 50 yards out, a shape low and tawny. A lioness. The egret freezes for half a second, wings half open, ready to bolt. The calf presses hard against her mother's side. The herd tightens into a wall of gray, tusks and trunks facing outward. Second stretch. Then the shape turns, retreats into the grass, just passing through, not hunting today. The herd exhales in its own slow way. Ears fold back down. Feet begin shuffling again, releasing fresh clouds of insects into the air. The egret returns to the calf's back, as if nothing happened at all. The process continues. Beak to skin, beak to skin. Around the calf's eyes now, the most sensitive place, where flies gather thickest to drink at the corners. The egret works with astonishing gentleness, never once breaking skin. This is not guesswork. Egrets have followed grazing mammals for so many generations that their bodies are built for this exact task: narrow beaks, quick reflexes, an instinct for reading a large animal's next step before it happens. The calf stands almost motionless now, trunk drooping, eyes half closed. For the first time since birth, she is not being bitten. She is not swatting, not flinching, not stumbling toward shade that offers no relief. Her mother, sensing the change, slows her pace. The egret keeps working along the calf's back, unhurried, thorough. Minutes pass. Dozens of insects vanish, one by one, into a bird small enough to ride on a newborn's shoulder. By the time the herd reaches the waterhole, the calf's eyes are clear. Her skin, still tender, is no longer under siege. She drinks alongside her mother, ears loose and calm, the tension of the morning already fatting from her small frame. The egret lifts off one final time, catching the last of the disturbed insects in the shallows, then settles onto a nearby buffalo. Another calf, another herd, another day of the same quiet work. She will do this for every herd she meets, for the rest of her life. The elephants will never hunt for her. They do not need to. They simply have to keep walking, and in walking, they feed her, without ever losing a thing themselves. This is the lesson every baby elephant eventually learns, though no one ever teaches it directly. Not every creature that lands on your back means harm. Not every small thing is a threat to survive. Sometimes survival is not about fighting alone. It is about recognizing help when it arrives, quiet, small, and easy to miss. In the vast, dangerous expanse of the savanna, the smallest partnerships are often the ones that endure the longest. Not conquest but cooperation, not isolation but trust. If nature's hidden partnerships fascinate you, hit subscribe for more wild stories like this one.